Dear aspirants, welcome to my channel. This is a model question paper 3. Subject name is Elements of Automobile Engineering. Subject code is 202580 11 high. So part B, 2 marks questions. The first question compares CGS and FPS unit system. In CGS system, so we have to define what is C, what is G, what is S. So C nothing but centimeter, G nothing but grams, and S nothing but seconds. These also fundamental units. Okay. These units which we can use it for metric system, where the metric system units will be there you can use. For example, if you go for unit for force, coming to the CGS system, unit for the force is dyne. Okay. In FPS system, so what is FPS stand for? F nothing but foot, P nothing but pound, S nothing but seconds. Okay. So this is also one of the fundamental unit. So these units we have taken from British and English system of the units. The same way for unit for force in a FPS system, pound force. Next, we are converting 10 meter cube equivalent to centimeter cube. So, 10 meter cube we are going to converting into centimeter cube. Here, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. We are converting meter into centimeter cube. Means meter cube into centimeter cube. They given 10 centimeter cube that we are converting. So, coming to the 1 meter cube. See, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. Same way, 1 meter cube is equal to 100 centimeter whole cube. If you do, you will get a this much centimeter cube. Same way you can write, you know the 1 meter cube is equal to this much centimeter cube. Same way 10 meter cube is equal to 10 into remaining, you have to enter. The final answer you will get how much? The final answer is 1 crore cube. This 1 crore cube, you can write it in terms of 1 into 10 to the power of 7 means how many zeros you have to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 zeros. 7 into 10 raised to 7 centimeter cube. You can write this also. You can write this answer also. The next question is this the property of thermoplastic. So what is the property of thermoplastic? Everyone know thermoplastic is light in weight. So one of the characteristic light in weight, and it is having a good electrical insulator. Okay. It is resistance to chemical and corrosion. You cannot get the corrosion, and easy to mold. You can make it any shape and you can recycle. Okay. And it's very soft by eating. Okay. Very hardened by cooling repeatedly. You can make it heat, it becomes soft, hard, it become cool. It process we can repeat. These are the properties of thermoplastic. Next question is list the application of ceramic materials. So where you are going to use the ceramic materials, which we can use it for the electrical insulators. We are using ceramics and ceramic materials nothing but tiles, bricks, sanitary waste where you are going in the houses where you can use this, and we can use it for cutting tools, ceramic metals, and we can use it for a refractory lining furnace of the in industries. There we can use it for furnace inner line. We are using the ceramic materials, and which we can use for spark plugs. There you can use, and electronic components. There you can use ceramic materials. You can write this point. So next nothing but compare butt and lap joint. So butt joint nothing but there is a two plates will be there. You have to these two plates joining these two plates, this portion that we call it as in butt joint nothing but you have to place the two plates and same plane and joining the edges, both the edges here joining this portion that we call it as an butt joint. Okay, it will give a uniform smooth it provides smooth and uniform surface which we can use it for pipes and plate welding. There you can use for butt joint. Okay, next coming to the lap joint. Lap joint nothing but this is one plate. So here one plate they are going to place the portion, this portion will be there, no, they are going to joining, that we call it as an lap joint. One plate over the another and joint, one it is placing one plate to another plate, that we call it as an lap joint. So here the thickness whatever joint will be there, no, this thickness due to overlap. Okay, which we can use it for sheet metal works and tin plates. There you can use for joint type of the method. Next will be an compare gross and curve weight. So gross weight nothing but we have told total weight of the vehicle including passenger, cargo, fuel and driver, that we call it as an gross weight, means combination of that. So always this weight more than the whatever curb weight they given, no, the curb weight, it is more than the curb weight. Where we can use it for, which we can use it for, it will provide maximum weight of the operators of the vehicle, that is we call it as an gross weight. In the curb weight, we are taking only vehicle weight, fuel and standard equipments, but we are not taking a passenger and whatever material, cargo materials. And it is a less than the gross weight. It is total wise less than only weight, and which we can use it for. There is a heavy weight where we can use it a gross weight, but here we are using empty running weight of the vehicle. There we can use curb weight. Next is define terms of TDC and BDC. So TDC nothing but top dead center. It is in the 4-stroke engine. You can see this. It is a position of the piston. When the position of the piston, when you reach highest point of the cylinder, okay, nearest to the cylinder head, that is we call it as a top dead center. It is a name only is called top. It is a highest. That we call it as an TDC. This definition you can write. So coming to the BDC. The name only indicate BDC at a bottom dead center, nothing but lowest portion, which we call it as an. It means the definition, coming to the definition, the position of the piston where it reaches to the lowest point of the cylinder or furthest to the cylinder head. It means the lowest point, it should be down to the cylinder head, that we call it as a BDC. So next will be explain the process of extrusion. Extrusion, which we can use it for metal forming process. Metal forming process, what they will do, first they can go for heating or cool the metals, and we are using billet to force through the die opening by applying compressive force. So when you heat the material, so we are going to apply the force and open compressive force, compress the force, okay, pressing the force, that we call it as an extrusion. Okay, so coming to the process of extrusion, what we have to do, first we have to take the metal billet, place inside the container. We have to take the metal billet, place the inside the container, and ram pushes billet through a die. It will be a shape of die, and metal comes from the cross section, required cross section of the shape. Okay, that you have to, you will get a proper shape of the materials. So where you are going to use this extrusion, we are making a pipes, any shape of the rods, tubes and aluminum sections there, which we can use it for extrusion process. If the content is useful, please subscribe my channel, share and support. Thank you. Keep watching. I'm going to upload more videos.